This video is really the second part of what's becoming a series. I've already done a video on the Brompton clones, but this important piece was left out. If you haven't seen the original video, I recommend that you check it out. I'm going to put a link below. Make sure to see that video along with this one. This is just one model or one brand that was left out. It is called the Light Pro. And I'm not even sure if this is made in China or Taiwan. But the important thing is I just ordered something from Taiwan and there was no tariff on it. So I think for the immediate present, you might be able to get any of these bikes without paying anything more than the shipping and any sales taxes, because that's all I had to pay. Currently, this tariff argument is up in the air. Nothing has been decided. The original tariffs were really just a starting point for negotiations. As you can see, the prices can get really low. Not as low as some of the other bikes that have been featured in the previous video. And that's probably why the bike itself looks better. I think it's very, very much like the original Brompton. It is an aluminum bike. This is not a steel frame. And it looks like it has been welded. It does not look like a braced frame. And welding is, of course, even stronger. In fact, welding is several times stronger than brazing, depending upon what material you are using for the brazing. Silver, which is used on some of the top-end Alex Moulton bikes, is at least twice as solid as brass or copper. The standard Brompton frame is some sort of a brass or copper brazing, which is still sufficient. I have never had a problem. I've never heard of anybody having a problem with them. And look, even this way, I have found one on a discount for only $500, but you would have to pay for it to be shipped into the US and possibly pay some sales taxes as well. But you would be paying that with a Brompton anyway. And look at some of the paint jobs are really interesting. But this is no Alex Moulton, or even I would say not on par with the Brompton premium paints. If you pay extra money, Brompton is going to do a better paint job. You can get the lacquer. I have the nickel plated version. That cost me an extra $500 back in 2017. But they do have some interesting shaded gradient kind of two color paint job. The wiring is decent, nicely done. The one difference I see between what they are doing and what Brompton is doing is that they don't seem to like the hub gear idea. All of the gears I see here are external, and of course that makes the bicycle lighter. According to what AI is telling me, a 6-speed trifold aluminum bike from this company could be as little as 17 pounds made of aluminum, if that's true. This weight seems to be very, very low. This is more like a titanium frame, so I tend to be suspicious. There's this other quote, aluminum frame, 10 speed, about 22 pounds. That's believable. It's lighter than the steel frame sold by Brompton by about 3 pounds, but that is mostly caused not even by the aluminum, but by using an external derailleur set. Whether you want to go that route for a folding bike is up to you. I think for regular commuting, I do prefer the hub gear option, but it is very light, no question about it. Look how low the derailleur is. So there's also an issue about hitting it against the curb and so on. Although that's an issue with the Birdie as well. And in 12 years of use, I never knocked it against anything. So it's not a huge concern. And some of the bikes are really quite nice. I don't see any inferiority just by looking at the images compared to the original Brompton. The design is very precisely mimicking the Brompton's own. There aren't that many handlebar up, and I'm not sure about these joints, but they look decent. Just judging by the images, obviously I would have to look at the actual bike, and I have not seen these bikes in the US as yet. Maybe after people watch this video and the previous one, more people will try them out. It's certainly a very good deal. Even at $900, this is a whole lot cheaper than even the cheapest of the Bromptons that you can get, which currently stand at around $1,400 with not much. You get a very low grade hub gear set a narrow range 3-speed, not the wider range 3-speed that I would recommend and the one I am using as well. So this is a good deal. My favorite of all the clones is still the titanium options. So check out the previous video. I did I did look at a couple of those titanium frames. Some of them look really good. I have seen those in real life as well. I think maybe they are made for lighter people. Some people, they say they are made for lighter people. I seriously doubt that the few pounds of difference between the average Taiwanese and the average American is going to make that much of a difference. But of course, you are always taking a risk. This is it for the current video. Make sure to check out the series and the links I'm providing below. Share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.
I'll be back.